Peace, HHDG. We're on another episode of HHDG Media podcast. And apologize for the delays and everything, but we're here once again. As you can see on the bottom band, you can go to our website, hhdgmedia.com, for the latest music, previous written interviews, as well as our merchandise and upcoming events. Big shout out to everyone as always that's checking out, tuning in through our Facebook group as well as our YouTube channel. Definitely appreciate it. People that have been sharing it, playing it, finding out that people have been, actually letting other people know about it and checking interviews, finding out new things about certain favorite artists, producers, DJs. So it's definitely a blessing. As always, this is made possible through our company, HHDG Media Inc., which is our 5 owners, Demare, T. Smith, Skelly Top, Rock Vader KB, and myself, Wiki. For tonight, we have talented producer returning once again. More than just a producer. In our previous interview, he opened my eyes to how ill he is with the marketing, the promotion, the advertising, and his ability to network and how far that's expanded, his brand and his company, which is, Grindfest. Just this year, actually on the top of the year, January 1st, he dropped part 9 of his Rona series, which, if you're not familiar with that, go to his YouTube, check it out in there. Go to his Bandcamp. You can go and support it directly right there. And I'll be putting that up in the links as well, throughout this interview. And also, he dropped the Ill Project on April 29th with West End Toronto's own Don Enzo, called Bird's Eye View, which, if you know his production, you know how not just cinematic it is, but it puts you in a certain mood. And to have Don Enzo's lyricism over his production, it's almost, the two of them are painting a picture together. They had that type of synergy, and it shows on there. So if you really want to find out a little bit more of his past, you can definitely go check out the previous interview that we had. But for tonight, we're going to talk about, what's been going on since that interview and, what he has out now and soon to come. So without further ado, coming from Los Angeles via Philly, BhramaBull.
Peace. What up, man? How you doing?
Good to see you again.
All good, man. Nice to see you again, too. I forgot about our other one. That was like an hour long. We went in some information.
Definitely.
Yeah, bro. I'm glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me back.
I appreciate it. Definitely. So, like I mentioned in the intro, you continue with the Rona series, which, is always a blessing to hit what else you got in store when you drop those. And go ahead. You going to say something?
I just want to get to the X. I made the Rona series during coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, that's when I really kind of turned up on the production and, really like stepped out there and really tried to brand myself digitally.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get to the X. I just want to get to Rona X, and then I'll move on to something else. I was going to switch up the series to like From the Mud or something, or Came from the Grave, or something like I'm coming up crazy type thing, and I came from nowhere kind of thing. But I'll probably go to the X. I just want to have Rona X.
Okay.
I'll chill with that and try to because the Rona been over, it's gone,
Right.
Probably switch it up there, but it's almost that time again because I just got a lot of beats out there, and I'm trying to like not drop them because just in case the vinyl comes out, it's exclusive because vinyl collectors want things that aren't on streaming, you know. So
Yep.
sitting back and they'll get out, you know.
Definitely get that. Yep. Now, before we started our interview earlier today, I checked to see when exactly, we had that first interview. That was September of 2023.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yep.
What came out then? What were we on? 23. Evolution?
Yeah.
4 or something?
I think it was 4.
4 is like the one. You know what I'm saying? That has been the one. Like, I mean, 1 was okay, I'm messing around. You know what I'm saying? 2 was like, okay, Raz Fresco, dang. You know, the homies. 3 was fire. 4 was just like the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, now I'm getting ready for 6 right now. So that's almost done. I'm waiting for like a Ferguson, you know, the rating dude. He wears a
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I'm gonna have rating.
Perfect time, man.
He's nice with it. Like, I worked on him with another track before. It's gonna be Noah the Flood and Ferguson on one track.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Ferguson already got the beat. You know what I'm saying? He picked that, and then Noah was like, "Yo, let's do it." So, and I'm waiting for a Danielson verse. So Rico Sama and Danielson on one track.
Wow.
Those are the 2 I'm waiting for. Then I'm ready to go. I got my Absolute Brilliance track. I got the Party G track. I got a Rim track. Like, everything is ready to go with that one. And, you know, it's summertime. All my people are kind of from New York. Most of them, like 75% of the artists I work with are from New York. And, like, they're doing good. So I think they just, like, riding that out. I'm like, oh, and I don't want to press them because it's like a life thing, you know. I don't want to press the creativity because nobody pressing me to make. Yo, where's the beats that I need new beats? Like, nobody's doing that to me. I think you got to live some life to have the raps. You know what I'm saying? So Evolution 6 is like, I'm ready to load it up. I'm just waiting on 2 things, but you never know how long those things take with creative poets and rappers, you know. So
right. And I gotta say, I'll be honest with you, when Evolution 4 came out, the DJs were rocking it heavy, and I think at that point that was a pivotal point for you, because a lot of people weren't too familiar with you, and it was like, BhramaBull, you know, I'm not too familiar with this dude, but Evolution 4,
that was the one. That's the one that kind of introduced me. 3 was like, okay, dang, he got Bub Styles, Rome Streets. But then I came with, you know, Monday Night, Danielson, Rome Streets, you know, 100 Grand Royce. So the DJs really looked out on that one. And I think it's from, you know, I wasn't working with Bars Over BS or nothing. It was just like, whoa, the introduction, and I didn't release too many singles from that, and it was just like a blast. And I'm starting to know that, like, the underground really likes projects, a cohesive kind of listen. You know, you build with the singles to stay in, you know, with the DJs and follow up, but they like one project where it's like press play and move it around, and I'll pick the one that fits my network. So yeah, right before our interview, I didn't even know it was gonna happen like that. You know what I'm saying? And it really went well. Real talk.
That's dope.
I'm like a little more settled into, you know, what I'm doing now. That really helped me to be established. I mean, more people started to reach out at that time to work, and it just kind of, you know, now I got the layers going pretty well with work. You know,
that's great. Yeah, man. and you know, it wasn't just the artists that you work with your production. You
Yeah.
you made that project where it was not just like you said, the way it was just dropped on everyone, but almost every track is a banger on there.
Right.
So when you listening to that and you're not too familiar with BhramaBull, that right there is like, he's got to have something else out there.
Right. It made people like dig into
Mm-hmm.
what I had before and who the heck is this guy, kind of. And it's sonically like, I think I'm fucking them up with the sonics. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. I think gearheads and the underground really listens to the way stuff sounds. And the grit and the polished kind of hybrid thing, it really hit right there. You know, and I just think that was really a pivotal time. That kind of pushed me up to kind of like, you know, kind of one of those ones in my space that I'm coming up or I'll be here for a second. And, you know, and I just relaxed into the role. You know, that took a lot of work, Evolution 4 and 5. Like, all these evolutions take mad time. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, I don't live near nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like you out there and you can't just say, yo, meet me at the studio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to pull up to your show and all that. It takes time, you know? And then I really take a lot of pride into the mixing and aspect of it. Like, I used to mix all my stuff, but I kind of let that sector of Grindfest, like my boy Steve Glaze, he just knows we already in pocket. You know, I just felt like before I wanted to do everything, I mixed it, I mastered it, I did the vocal production. Like, nah, you know, nah. I gotta throw my boy something, you know, have a budget for that. You know what I'm saying? And he knows how my stuff has to sit on top of the beat. And a lot of times I'll make the beat, throw it into the mix so the artist can hear it. They pick it, but then I mix the beat around their vocals. So I'll send it to the engineer. He comes back with some stuff. I check the sonics, make the little pocket around 5K, because that's the little secret, you know what I'm saying, to not make anything crash. So then I edit the beat around the vocals so it just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I send them the 2 track. I get it back and I mix around where their vocals sit, and then I open up a pocket right there, you know, because I've already messed up so many times, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta do that, and I notice where my beats are a little stronger and higher, and then I try to get the best, cleanest product I can, you know, with the sound. But yeah, Evolution 4, the cover it's just everything worked out. I had Shake from Dinnerland and Forte Digital help me with some of the little media pieces and stuff like that. I had I got a guy that Only 90 that edits it to the movie. So basically I sent him the Run Street, right? I was like, put 100 and across 130 25th Street, old movie from back in the day. He cut it up. The lyrics, if he was saying getting shot, it was in there. Like, he's nice with that. So I tried to really like stamp that I kind of did that early. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's my contribution to the culture, man. If you're just gonna bite off what I did, okay. I don't need like verification that I did it first, that we was editing up the movies to the song, because only my mans do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, if you could find another person that could cut up the movies to the song and really put the cuts in there and stuff on what they saying, like, nah, bro. I was kind of doing that a while ago. You know what I'm saying? But I talked to my art guy about that. Like, look, we changing the game. We seen Benny doing it. We seen, you know, I fed that to the culture. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need, yo, Brahma started this. You know what I'm saying? The real ones know. I don't need that. Everything that I do is for the culture. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be a part and solidify in there and like catch wreck. You know what I'm saying? Like when they say Brahma, like, oh, he nice. You know what I'm saying? It's not even, it ain't about the money. It's not, you know. I work another job for that. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, when I did the deal with Bars Over BS, you know, like I just like getting my stuff printed up and they overseas and people are reselling it and bootlegging my shit. I'm like,
yeah, right. Doing something right.
Right. If they bootlegging your stuff, you doing something right. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that really like them bootlegging my stuff and like little sites got the whole joint there, download. That means I'm doing something. And so it's a longer way from Evolution 4 to now, you know. So
yeah. And you know, last year, you know, to go from 2023 with Evolution 4 and then 2024, you had $5 Holla, Evolution 5.
Right.
You are your art.
You are your art degree. Yep.
We had the other joint, Goldie,
yeah, with Phil and Rich.
You had a lot of joints. Street Purgatory. You had a lot of projects coming out.
Right. And it's so much fun. Like, okay, Phil and Rich is like, I gotta make like Larry June type beats for this nigga, right? One, I sampled like Deep Throat, like a porno vinyl or some shit. He love the beat. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll like send me something. Like each artist is like different, you know, but I'm not biting off of like, okay, Larry June type beats, but it's like I could find that, you know what I'm saying? Like I could put my spin on it because there's little techniques in my beats that I use every time, you know what I'm saying? Because like if MF Doom heard my shit, he'd be like, okay, that's Brahma because he do this, you know what I'm saying? So I could just put my flair on each one.
Yep.
And with Rim, he's we had Tone Spliff, a little DJ, you know, the scratch in between the stuff. And we talked to Bernadette to clear the, you know, the Sean Price vocals. Like, you know, I worked with Sean Price. I was an intern at his studio. I really wasn't even really familiar with the music, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even really know who he was. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still respecting him, everything, working, we talking, and he took me over to on the subway to see the Duck Down picture with the logo on it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know how prolific everything was, and now we're on a track together. Rest in peace. You know, getting clear from Bernadette. Now Bernadette is rapping on these. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I really feel like when me and Rim did that, Rim did a lot of the other work to get Bernadette to sign off and Drew Ha to do all that. I think that turned her up, yo. Because she didn't have mixtapes like that before. She wasn't rapping. And I just big her up on everything she's doing now. You know, with the steady in the video, like she got bars, she's really holding it down, you know.
She's definitely taking it seriously.
She's taking it serious. But when we got the stuff signed, it was like she was, you know, like she put out a mixtape. I was in there with Rusted Jukes and everything. And now you got Rim trying to get things signed, which we got everything taken care of. That was a great project. Rim, he helped me get the Bars to BS deal. They didn't know. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, this little company over here got the CDs and the tapes, and they want to run it up.
They got it on lock.
They got it on lock. And I was like, all right, bet, whatever you. And then now they check in for me almost every time. You know, that $5 Holla was a classic. Rim is a good dude, good lyricist. He had the thoughts behind each name. He kind of like spearheaded that whole thing. You know, and getting me the vocals from Sean Price from the interview and getting it cleared and putting it into motion. And then Peter Rosenberg played it, Static Selecta played it. It was like, yo, this is major milestone for me. He ain't even know it, but it was really fun working with him during that. Just like all the artists is fun. It's all fun, you know. But that Rim one was special because of the Sean Price kind of link and the Bernadette contracts and stuff like that. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
Tone Spliff on the scratching, like we had Smooth the Hustler on there, just like we scratched his vocals in. It was just crazy. I could go to Brooklyn and be the man right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I told them I'm going to make it out there and we just going to kick it and just go to the stew and Eddie Kane on there. So, yeah. That was
shout out Eddie Kane.
Yeah. Now, we got some stuff, you know, cooking. We got a few joints, you know. But he's like, don't say nothing on the interviews, bro. We just want to shock them and kill them. Like, all right, but I gotta talk to my peoples. Like, okay, if you're watching the whole joint, you're gonna know that me and Eddie Kane got something. I'm not gonna put it out there yet.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah, if you watching the interview, we got like 4 done, and he keeps like recording something, but then like switching out the beat. So it's like he's really taking like this is gonna be the one to him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not just okay, 75 beats and all that. Like he's really switching them out and like, oh, I'm mad, you know. So that should be dope. Eddie Kane, man,
that's ill. Yeah, he's definitely another one on a run right now. And that last album he just dropped, Play for Keith,
woo, fire. The NBA Jam joint,
yeah,
that joint is fire. That joint is fire. Like he's really a master of the craft, and like. The way he puts the words together, and he's starting to sell more stuff, which I'm trying to adapt, like the sale aspect of things. But I like how he's doing that. Like, you know, his vinyls are sold out. You know what I'm saying? He's a master of his craft and putting it together. Dope lyricist.
Yep. And you know, between him, Eddie Kane, and Bernadette, the 3 of them, their business knowledge has to be respected because, you know, the whole Ruck Down Records, you know, Rim working with Bernadette, you know, throughout the years.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely, you know, that's, I can't speak for them, but I know that continuously, you know, having a company and putting out Sean Price projects and now Bernadette got the dope debut, A Widow's Cry out, you know, all the stuff behind the scenes, the marketing that's going through, the videos with the visuals for everything.
Visuals, bro.
Yo,
it was just fire. Like he got us on the Duck Down page, got the video, thousands of views. Just that's a lot of behind the scenes work and a lot of loyalty and a lot of like really being family type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. He performed the tracks at SOB, and I'm like, I wish I could afford to like be there. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to like fly around like that. You know what I'm saying? I try to be there, hit them before. I make them like a TV track. I'm really good with the digital, but I would have loved to see my track go off at SOBs. You know,
that'd be dope.
They really got they got it going over there.
Dope. You know, there was something I meant to bring up before too. Oh, you recommended me. I forgot exactly what it was called, but it helped to chop up the
videos,
the interviews, into little clips. I appreciate that.
You using it?
Yeah.
You can use it for a free trial for a second. You ain't got to pay it for a couple joints, but that joint worked pretty good, right?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna say the name. Just find your own resources, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. The micro content is the way. There's some new stuff. We'll talk about it, but I just try to separate myself that way too, with little tricks and trade. Like my real job is over the internet as well. You know what I'm saying? Digital marketing, like we talked about.
Yeah.
So I try to add that to my arsenal, and get recommendations from other people. Like, yeah, you got to tell your story and talk a little bit more. And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm still a producer, man. I'm behind the scenes, man. Like, you should rap. And I'm like, nah, I can't rap. Come on, bro. Like, I give all respect to the people that rap and make the beats. Like, that's crazy. Pete
If you
Rock,
can do it, yeah.
Rock Marciano, 38 Special.
Yep. Low Finesse, Large Pro.
You know what I'm saying? Large Pro. I can't do that. I just like where I'm at. And I just get such a kick out of like hearing people just go on the beats and like really make the poet and the rhymes together on it and make it paint a picture on it. So, but the digital is where I'm trying to kind of like separate myself and be nice with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be a little bit a hybrid of that and be on the pulse of that. You know what I'm saying? And advertising little stuff. You know what I'm saying? I linked up with Forte Digital. They've been making my little videos, those black and white videos. And we cross promotion, building little groups that we trade things off, and it seems to be working. It seems to be working.
Yep. There's a few other projects from 2024 you dropped. One was damn, what was the name of it? Bosses and Thieves. Bosses and Thieves.
Yeah. That's my peoples from New Jersey.
Okay.
I've known them a long time. Like when I was interning in New York, like it would be like nobody there. I'd be like, yo, slide through, like, you know what I'm saying? Just see where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could ever afford the studio, but it was like, it was a high price studio, but I was just like, yo, slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, you my homies, like, yeah. And they did. They've been making music for a second, and they produce and rap, and they just been consistent all those years. And then I started to like, I don't know, I was buzzing or something, and they reached out or something. I was like, yo, let's really do a record. Because back then, my beats wasn't like they are kind of now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was buying beats. Everybody wasn't as evolved into their full form yet, So we locked in. They picked some beats. They got it done professionally. They shot the video, and this was right after I had worked with Rico Sama. He's from New Jersey too.
Yep.
So they was like, yo, see if Reek wants to jump on the track. If he jumps on the track, we'll do the video. You know what I'm saying? So they got the video done. Like, and it was grimy. It was everything that we wanted it to be. And that record, that Niggas Know shit, is just, it's one of those ones off the project. But the whole project slides. But big shout to Money First. It's been like 15 years I've known them, if not more, bro. Like, when I was hustling, taking the bus and all that, I used to make mixtapes. I put them on the mixtapes. It was just organic kind of rocking with each other type shit, It took me a second for my beats to be like rappable. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were just a mesh of all my ideas. I wasn't sequencing shit. I was just like trying to figure it out. So, but I finally got to the point like, yo, let's go. Like, I'm ready now. And that's how Bosses and Thieves came up. They still working. They still
that's good
stuff. And I just sent them the pack. I think they at the studio working on it right now for Bosses and Thieves too. So that's gonna be another one. They gonna shoot the video. They gonna promote it. Like, what's going down. When they did it on the last one, let's just run it back. Like, run back the promotion, run back the video. Like, they gonna get it done.
That's dope. But let's give the people the visuals of that track, Tony and Manolo.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. That's the joint right there. I'm on the airport with Yola in the suitcase. Yeah, they snapped on that John straight up, bro.
Sorry.
Yup.
There you go.
Like everybody's verse was crazy.
Mikey Carroll never backs down from a fight. Navy pilot, federal prosecutor. G kept things up. In these uncertain times, we need
it not look like it's toothpaste.
Well, let me get
But
this.
it's like they're not lying.
Adam.
You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, they ain't playing no games, man. Those verses on there are like they masters of the pen. All three of them go crazy.
Sorry about that. Got that little ad up on there.
Yeah, I just haven't seen the video in like a couple weeks, so I'm hella hyped to see this joint go. Like,
All right, there you go.
oh yeah.
Rico Sam, scumbag.
He was out of here after this, John.
It was Jersey, you heard? Trenton Asbury, BhramaBull, what up? I don't make track music, I make track music. Fentanyl mixing these bars, you can track to it. I give a hustling ambition, move a pack to it. No hi-hats needed, but you can clap to it. They give bottle and twisted cap to it. Rip his top off, let him act ruthless. I'm strapped stupid. I'm with the dumb shit, but I ain't with the dumb shit, that fuck shit. Beating on the chopper, got a drum clip. I pump bricks, running the track. Quit the bluffing like enough with the rappers. You better fucking relax. Fuck with his clock, nah, I busted your cat. Hollow tips eating through your abdomen. You can't stomach the facts. You bluffing. Everything's scummy and real, and I put that on my baby. I hustle for real, pumping them trills. They wasn't trying to cut me a deal. I'm like a goalpost. I was really
stuck in the field. I was like a goalpost, really stuck in the field. Damn.
JP Nooker. Yo. I pull up, slicker than your favorite uncle. Shit on niggas like a pair of pull-ups. I'm the reason why your bitch left you at the altar. Stood up, standing on business. Bitch with BhramaBull in the kitchen, it's a hit. Every time he cook up. Fly like Superman, bitch, now look up. I want the rap money, get your jukes up. Put my whole foot up, you and your mama's ass. Chain flooded, came with an oxygen mask. Used to run it with wolves, alphas, all addicted to fast cash. Marathon flow, fuck a 40-yard dash. Biscuit on my person, this year I'm in my bag. Birkin, 24/7, just left, overtime and still working. Came from a world of bosses and thieves, gun runners, hustlers, killers and OGs that still play it cooler than a delicate breeze. That's what they need, JP.
He snapped on that verse, bro. That nigga, what?
Boom, Blake, check it.
Boom, Blake? His shit was different this time.
I'm at the airport with Yola in the suitcase, and when the water hit it, it's diluting like it's toothpaste. I spit a verse that'll make the room shake, and niggas can't shine next to me cause they choose fake. I keep a Glock tucked in my pants. I keep them bands wrapped in them bands with no advance. I'm like a T-2000, but I'm more enhanced. As my status advance, watch the money dance. They pocket watching me, them niggas all after me. Your girl know that I'm the shit without colostomy. I calculated my moves, they move sloppily. My money growing like botany. In all honesty, I'm the best at this. Used to push in Lexuses. I profess that this kid is a perfectionist. The Glock don't jam, it bursts like a photo. Watch it shoot up the block like Tony and Manolo.
Yo,
Tony and Manolo.
Smack that, bro. They smack that. Like, maybe because I'm from over that way or something. Like, they knew exactly what to do, bro. All of them. That was some grimy shit right there.
Yep.
I love that track, bro. Like,
shout out to Boom, Blake, and JP.
I thought it was like off or something, but they was like, yo, don't change nothing. Like, let that shit go. Like,
let it ride.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that good choice, bro. I love that. I love that video, the track. They killed every
They killed that.
Good choice right there.
Grimy joint right there. And you know, You mentioned earlier about your production being gritty, but having a kind of almost a little polish to it.
Right,
And
right.
you know that track right there, that's one of them right there.
Right, but there's a sub in there. Like it's only a loop, but I'm still saying like I put subs in there, like to give it the oomph. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want the sub to come out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's one of them ones for sure.
Yep.
For sure. Yeah. What a
What's up with Brian B. Knocking?
That's my nigga for life. That's my nigga for life. But he moved on to movies. Now, what am I gonna be like? Oh yeah, he quit on me. Nah, he didn't quit on me. He just evolved into like another like Pokemon kind of stage. You know what I'm saying? Like we did mad albums, like, and then niggas is like, yo, delete this track and give me the beat he on. Nah, nigga.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like that's my homie for life. Like, we did 5 albums like during coronavirus, like, and then he just found out, like, yo, the filming was like where he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? So he just went into his final form. He's doing like some open mic freestyles in the Bay Area. And I sent him some beats like 8 months ago, you know, and it was like, okay, you know, if you calling me for some work and you feeling inspired, and I don't care where you been, you my bro, like, here you go, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? The last one we really did was the one he did this joint Pain. I think it was on Evolution 4 with Guilty Simpson. Guilty gave me an open. I was like, yo, be knocking, let's run this up. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing good.
That's good.
You know, he's on his entrepreneurial shit because it was like, yo, this music shit ain't making no money, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let me get, you know, I'm evolving. He got a food truck. He got a camera. He's filming all around the Bay. And if he hit me for some beats right now and say I'm going to the lab, he gets the pack. You know what I'm saying? And it was a time where we was running it up on the under. Now, little do people know, an Australian company hit us up. Wanted to fly us out.
Okay.
Boom, boom. I'm still rocking with them, but it didn't like pan out all the way. They lost their funding. There was some Bitcoin shit. But still, like, we had a lot of achievements during that time. And that was a time where we was both coming up. You know what I'm saying? And he just moved into another area that will probably get back. If I go to the Bay, I'm calling him. I went on a little promo run with the artist, a DJ. I called B Knocking. Came through, filmed it, got him a quick little bag. Everything was perfect and all that. So, yeah. But if he hit me right now, he got a pack from me right now. B Knocking. That's my brother for life.
That's what's up. And he's still doing everything through the Plus Light Media.
Yeah, but he's taking that John is going crazy now.
Crazy,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like if something pops that's not music, okay, you gotta run with it. You know, it's still creative, it's still editing. And I helped him during that time because I do videos. During that time, I do music videos, and I was doing a lot of big Warner Brothers kind of big artist shit. And I was just telling him, yo, if this is where it's going to work for you, run it up. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Run it up. And you put your beats under the videos you shoot or something. Or like put our songs in with it, you know? Like, it's one life to live, you know what I'm saying? And like, if a passion is growing over on this side and monetary stuff starts to go with that,
keep it going. Yep. That's it.
It's really taken off for him. I'm happy for him all the way around, you know?
That's great to hear.
Be knocking, man. That's my guy. We made some fire shit. and you know what? I was down a little bit for a second. Not down, but it's like, be knocking, like, come on. Like I'm buzzing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, yo, he was running it up. He was doing that over there. And what am I going to say? Like, yo, you corny for doing that, yo. Like, nah. I want him to win. You know what I'm saying? In his area. So that was dope. But niggas ask me, yo, take him off the beat. Or niggas doing the stems on his beat to take him off and rap over it. Nah, that's corny, bro. That's corny.
Yeah,
but that's why I released the instrumental tapes anyway. So people was starting to rap over my beats and they all online. Once I put the instrumental tape out, I'm getting paid off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this one African group, right? Look, the first 5 seconds of the damn Monday night shit I did, you know what I'm saying? I left it open. I'm not thinking, you know what I'm saying? The sample, you niggas ain't gonna find it. They made a whole beat, shot a whole video to the shit, but I'm getting paid off it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, you know, it's all good. But that's the culture thing, because I wouldn't trip either. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta protect it so you're not eating off of my beats like that, you know?
Yep.
So,
wow.
Yeah, it's on the internet. It's called copy paste. African dudes in the freaking got cars in the videos, hoes, all that. Over my beat, they just put like a little kick snare John in there.
And they got the nerve to call it copy paste.
Yeah, and right. But then I made sure I wasn't gonna clown them in the thing, but then I seen it coming up in my distribution, like all the streams and everything.
Uh-huh.
So it was like, and I could hear my like the little drums that I put in there. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
That's wild.
Copy paste.
Copy paste.
Whatever. It's cool. I just add that to the I might be popping kind of bucket over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas stealing my shit, niggas rapping over the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's fine.
Look at it from the other side.
Right.
Yep.
Right. How would Doom look at it? How would Jay Dilla look at it? You know what I'm saying? How would Pete Rock look at it? So I think it's just like I'm soaking into the culture, and that's the whole what I love. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do this anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll send you the link on that shit. They didn't real good on it, but that's okay.
Now, how did you link up with West End's own Don Enzo?
You know how I did that? Through Ready Rock D. Ready Rock, it was torn all around, and he asked for a pack. And I think Don was with them when I sent the pack, and he was like, I heard a beat that Ready Rock had, and it was the greatest beat I ever heard in my life. Like, I've been getting that a couple times, like, you know what I'm saying? The greatest beat I ever heard in my life, or those are the best. You're like, I've never really gotten that, but he said he followed up with me after he heard the beat that I sent them. I sent him a pack. And, you know, me and Ready Rock got the Screen Pass joint. And that's a part of his show, you know, when he goes on tour. Screen Pass is in his set, you know? So we made a classic that I think he's going to perform that for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Because he goes on these tours every like summer, Brazil, Italy.
Wow.
You gotta check him out. He's always on tour. Like, and then in his raps, he said, made $100,000 off 100 flows. And I'm like, yo, he's getting paid. You know what I'm saying? But Ready Rock D, big shout out to him. So the dude was in the studio with him, like, yo, whose beats is this? So he went around and recommended me to Don Enzo. And then and Don Enzo hit me up and started to, you know, give his background on who he was, where he came from, and like how we could work. Because he was he just got off a tour in Italy, performing this album everywhere. Like, wow. But he strategically like made a song like, put your hands up. If you got it and your bands don't got it, put your hands up. Like, it was planned for him to make that track. You know what I'm saying? Like a crowd joint.
Yeah.
And then I see the people in Italy like, like I was like, oh shit, he playing this shit out perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, And then he picked the beats strategically, the ones, and I was going back and changing some things to program. He's really meticulous with his stuff on the mixing and everything. And I respect that, you know. My engineer gets down. So it's like, yo, you want echo on this word? And then, you know what I'm saying? All that little real tight editing stuff, we got all that done. And good dude, you know, raps really well. I mean, lyricist, he surprised me. Real talk, like, and I'm still listening to the stuff, putting it together. And he was dope. He picks good beats, like a skill too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll have 30 beats in a little playlist that I give to everybody, right? And then like sometimes late at night, 4 a.m, I'll add one in there. He's like, yo, give me that one, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he knows what fits him. Because I just make the beats. I'm not trying to make certain ones. It's like if I hear a sound, I'll just make my style of stuff. But he did his shit on this album. Like, it's really doing well. Good dude. We talk personal life stuff, everything out in Toronto. He had the plug to Daniel's son. It was kind of like I have worked with Daniel's son. He's from over there. He's met him. So that's how like the features kind of come together. Like, oh, you work with Brahma. I met you over here. So, yo, let's work on something there. Yeah, that album is surprisingly like my runner. While we was making it, he knew I let him kind of like lead the charge on his sound, you know, and switching up with the engineers and everything. It was a lot of engineer kind of switch ups, but it's cool. That just shows you love, you know what you want. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really step into that realm with him. Like, nah, you shouldn't do that. Not like I let him do what he wanted on the lyrical side, you know. Added some quotes, added some birds, and that dude's a hard worker. He said it's perfect, it's done. This is a classic. He compared it to like Vinny Paz and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's in that realm of bar, and he's barred up. He got bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's one song called Hindsight. He's talking about like, if you knew something was going to happen, would you do the same thing? Like, crazy. Italian guy, you know, and he really put a lot of effort into the rollout of it too. I give him a lot of credit because we ain't even dropped the video yet. He shot that on the tour.
Oh wow.
So yeah, he's extending this release, and I like it. Interviews and stuff like that. He's dope. He's dope.
That's dope.
Don Enzo. Yup. Met him through Ready Rock D. And then Ready Rock, I sent them some more beats. They got some shit on the way that I produced the whole album. It's just like I'm just playing and produce the whole album seeds. You know what I'm saying? AP the Overlord, motherfucking Eddie Kane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Degree over here. You know, Three-Way Slim. You know, like
yo,
here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to get more integrated into his crew. You know what I'm saying? Like Manny Cool and this guy Nico G4. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just planting those little seeds, and they'll grow. You know what I'm saying? You just water them around, check in, mix the beats a little bit better, send it back, a reason to hit them back. So this is crazy, but it's not quick. Don't expect to like send some beats to a rapper and you get it back tomorrow, nigga. No.
Not everyone's like that.
Real rappers, nigga, like no. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they're taking care into it. I got a Michael Christmas out there. You know, I'm waiting for him to get back to me, but it'll happen because they love the sport and the whole thing about it. You know. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's dope. Yeah, man. I actually Monday Night and Three-Way Slim were actually up in New York. They were part of Pro Dillinger's tour on
right, the guy on the cover. Yeah, I seen that. Didn't the show get shut down or something in the first one?
No, I think that was the one in, I think it was Philly.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. And then the very last show was the one that was in New York. That's the one I went to. That's where I saw him perform for the first time.
Okay. Yo, how was it?
Yeah, I was dope.
Yeah,
it was dope the whole night. But, for me, seeing, the whole Richmond VA come up to New York and rock it the way they did, big respect to them,
They look out. They drove and they rocked it. They dope, bro. They dope. Like when Eddie came, was like, yo, I want some of your people on the record. I was like, I just hit them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was gonna get some New York people over there and to try to make everything like kind of sound like his area, but he was like, nah, I want it to sound like your area. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I hit up Monday night. He laced the track. Three-way laced the track. Those are the people that I hit up every time. You know what I'm saying? And Spin Magazine just hit me up like, yo. And I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? They don't. They're coming up in their own way too. Like they pushing the envelope. And I think like not everyone has heard of them yet, but like by the end of this year, they're going to be moving a little bit higher up into the upper echelon Boldy James kind of area, and the world's going to know. They're dope.
Yeah. So tell us, I definitely want to, being that we're speaking about Monday Night Three-Way Slim, I definitely want to show the people the video for Backseat, but give us a little backstory on it before we rock this joint.
Oh, man, that song was like 2 years old, bro. The beat, right? I had the beat, right? No one ever, I made it, and then I was like, I'm not putting it to the bin with the other beats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting this directly to Monday Night, right? No, I just hit him like, yo, I got a joint that you and Three-Way should get on, right? Sent it to him, knocked it out. Then, I guess he was on tour or something. No, Three-Way Slim went to Japan for a second or something, right? He was running around promoting himself. So I was like, yo, let me just kick it. Wait on this one. You know what I'm saying? So then he came to the studio when I had 7 artists in there. Because, when I go to the studio, bro, that shit is like a movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I tell a few niggas, I'm at the studio, they'll bring their whole crew. They'll bring other rappers. It was 9 people in there. It's like a line. I think I recorded that day he was in there. I think I'm an engineer too. It's easy with their music. You set up a little bus. It don't take too much because they professionals. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pressing record, knocking out these tracks. He was the 7th track I did. I was starting to get fried, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he came in. I remember he had a bottle, a little bit of weed, and a Prada bucket, right? Came in and everyone was yo, who's this nigga? You know what I'm saying? They weren't really familiar with him as a lyricist. And he rocked it. He did his verse crazy. And then he just slid. We listened to it a couple, you know what I'm saying? But then it was people were like, yo, why ain't I heard this beat, Brahma? You ain't giving nobody a chance to hear this beat. I'm bro, this never made it into the bin, bro. This is a custom-made joint, you know what I'm saying? That's how it was rocking in the studio. And people was like, yeah, bro, I didn't even have a chance to hear this one. It's yo, you don't get a chance, bro. It was made for certain people. And I know I did that with you. I sent you some shit before it went public, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the way he rocked that shit, it was smooth, you know what I'm saying? He wrote it in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And he fed off of Monday Night, and them together is a movie. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
I got to witness that. Yep.
Yeah, I think they're friends or they're in the same scheme crew or something like that.
Yeah. Scheme team, yeah.
Scheme team, yeah. And it just worked. And I was waiting for that track to come out for a year. That was the one, the one track that was just it's a no doubter. You know what I'm saying? both of y'all on it. You know, I love that track so much. And it's like, yo, I just cut up, and I knew they wanted some no drum shit. You know what I'm saying? I had the stylistics, just cut it up on the right parts. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't released that instrumental yet, but it's one of those ones you could just loop it up, man. And I knew it fit because they rock with Gray Matter and different other producers. So I knew it was my version of what the Scheme team already knows what they got. So I thought it was perfectly executed. It took a while, but I feel like that's a classic record for sure.
Agreed.
Talented motherfuckers, man. Like they paint like luxurious kind of, I don't know. It's different, bro. Oh yeah, this was crazy.
Yeah, let me get into it.
All right.
There's a vision right from the bull. I'm a bull.
It's baggy, bitch. Hey yo, listen, I'm conflicted. And rich when they drop the cost of living shit, yo, I'm consistent. And my position really be hard to live in, nigga. I ain't bitching, cause in a minute, it's too many cars to get in. In reality, we never lost admitted. Godfather salaries, we never lost the vision. I don't know who mad at me, cause everything lost attention. In this game, you can't pause the mission. Not ashamed of the cause I didn't. Pick a stain if it ain't hard, I'm with it. And I ain't good with names, if you ain't got a car, forget it. The right lane always merge, so pick a lane, don't get curves. I'm switching lanes all the way to Jersey. I'm pretty good with words, even word of mouth, I know you heard of me. What's the word about concerning me? Nigga, don't run your mouth when you learn to speak. Pull out couch where I learn to sleep. A couple times I count so I learn my keep. Nigga stayed in the drought so I learned the weed. Nigga stole an ounce before I can even see it. Now I just grab an ounce and lean the beat.
This ain't California burning trees, I tell them ease up. I was wild and broke through Japanese, my overseas fuck. Kinda talented, my features fans, they love that re-up. I was calculated, left the streets, still got a piece of it. I could touch it, make it tap dance like Frankie Lyman. Still got it, put a signal out like it's Verizon. If I told you about my grind, it'd be traumatizing. Put my life on line, I paid my dues and authorized it. Took a cut, put my palms on papers and lit the blunt. Go to child, I'm the savior, I seen enough. Wrote albums for thousands, I cleaned up. Niggas rapping, ain't got 10 to their name. Got full range, automatic shots. Spinning this block with good aim, it's a damn shame. Sessions with scheme, we smoked a quarter pound. They don't war with us, they watered down. Block.
Oh, I don't smoke weed, but if I did, I'd smoke weed to that shit every day, yo. That's a weed joint right there, bro. Yeah, that whole thing was crazy. Like, I knew that it was hitting when people in the studio like, "BhramaBull, what that beat? I ain't heard that beat." Like, and then he got up out of there. Then I had to call the next day, like, "Yo, my bad for the people in the studio." Like, he's like, "Nah, I didn't even." You know, he didn't even notice it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He was locked in.
He was locked in 20 minutes, I swear on everything. Kip did that. You know what I'm saying? I probably had to loop it maybe like 7 or 8 times, and he had it. That was magic right there, the whole thing. Like, that's a forever track for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. Yeah, and
all these little studio stories, man, it's crazy, bro. Like, I love that shit, bro. It's so much fun.
You know, his stage performance, yo, if you when I was there, if I didn't see him performing, I'd swear it'd be the song, like just being played, because he was so flawless and on point with it. Yeah,
man,
yep.
Bro. I never seen him
vocals and everything the same.
They nice. They're professional lyricists. Like, And you went over there, bought the ticket and everything, and went over there, huh?
Yep.
That's fire. That's fire, bro. Yeah, and they doing their shit. So, yeah. Wow. It's a magical shit, yo. That's one of them ones. I'm really proud of that one. I'm proud of all this shit, bro.
Yeah, man, you should be.
It's just crazy how you're like bringing up certain ones. I mean, the Tony and Manolo, I know all those words. It was just crazy. Yeah, man. I think, somebody's going to be hitting me up in a second. Yo, Conway on the FaceTime. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with my peoples, bro. And it's like, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting 10, 15 more years. Being old as shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even tripping, I'm making my mark.
There it is.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, I got some stuff on the way. Don Enzo shooting his video. I'm dropping the Degree joint tomorrow. Some French name on it with Dis DeVille from the Gritty Scheme. Got a Gritty no drum joint on that. I'm working more with Party G from BSF, working a little more with him. I'm just dropping these singles to like give me some time to like get Evolution 6 together. Really. But it's not even about that. It's just the normal progression of like you send somebody beats 4 months ago, now they ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you did something 3 months ago, now they ready. Then like 2 months ago, and then it just don't stop, Then there's one you forgot you gave the beat to the nigga, you know what I'm saying?
That's so long, yeah.
Right. And then that's when you just working, it's consistent, you know what I'm saying? And it's dope. I got some follows from some pretty prominent rappers that I didn't know knew about me kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's like, it's cool, like Panamera P. Shit, I want but you can't be like, yo, So I'm just gonna let it ride. I know my stuff is filtering down, and everything God will have it set up for me. It's just crazy, like all that hard work from the B Knockin' era is now just all the way over here. It took like 5 years.
In due time, here it is.
Then Kendrick Lamar gonna be like, you send the pack, and I'll be like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, come to the stew. Like, oh, God. I'm like, yo, I'm right around the corner. I'll come to Inglewood, Compton, wherever, nigga. I'll take this hat off. I ain't wearing this over there.
Yeah, I know about that, yeah.
I'll wear all gray. I'll wear my black Phillies hat. I ain't wearing this over there. Hell no.
Yeah.
You know what it's like, man.
And I got to bring up another person who, like you, is always on a grind and put in a lot of work. And the two of you seem to are driven the same way and do a lot for the culture. And I can only be talking about Harmony Equality from 17 Cypher.
That's my girl right there. That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, when she reached out to me, it was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And I just saw her stuff moving. No, this is how we met. We did a contest, right? She asked me to be in a contest on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't even like blown up or whatever. It was just like, okay, she's putting together something for the culture, and she brought me in on it, right? I didn't know who she was. She was just grinding, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, the winner gets a beat from me. That's fine. Sent the beat in. This guy Mar won.
Yep.
I am Mar. He's coming up. Sent him the beat. And then but then she kept putting out mixtapes. She hit me. She really respected me on everything. Like, you the God. I'm not sending your beats. She just knows how to move as a female in the space. You know what I'm saying? She respects everybody. Really nice, but don't take no bullshit.
Yep.
And then she linked me with Austin Eastwood.
Oh, okay.
Nice, you know what I'm saying? So I sent her the beats, but she picks the beats to give to certain people. She's really nice with like that kind of A&Ring thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the track with him. It was like people that I couldn't even get a hold of. You know what I'm saying? So I let her pick a whole bunch of beats. And I just was like, yo, do what you got to do. Put me as the main artist. We figured out kind of the business side of things. And she just respects everything that's going on with me and my sound. And calls me a king and peace. And just like, she just respects everything about my sound. So it's like, whenever you hit me, just pick the beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know which ones you want. And I know you're going to do good with them, you know? So she's really coming up as a force, a female force in the game, you know? And she got albums set up. Like,
she definitely calculated. And I know she's building up, you know, behind the scenes with a lot. And I like how she's moving. That it's very well respected how she's moving.
It really is. I like the way she's doing it, and everything's positive. Books, posting the books and about our people and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. And the way she approached me on everything was cool. She's gonna be in the game as long as she want to be. You know, she's gonna be a staple in the game. So big shout to her. She's doing everything correct. And whenever she needs a beat, I send like my little playlist. Just pick what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're gonna do good with it, you know. She's really doing her thing. I wish I would have got on that first one, but I think she was already working before we had met, you know. Okay. So I'm probably gonna be on the next one. And
nice.
It's gonna be, I can't wait for that, you know. She sold her CDs out in like 25 minutes. Like, I didn't sell out that fast, you know. She's doing her thing. Big ups to her. 17 Cypher.
I'll make sure I got my copies in. I don't mess
around.
You got them? BS.
right. I mean, that stuff is blowing up, bro. Like, they got the Facebook group. You in there?
Yep.
Oh. And it's like, yo, but now pop music and all them is trying to steal the little wave. Now they gotta sell their vinyls and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we already on the wave, a little underground. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
HHDG been on it. You know, so. Yeah, that's. I wish there was more people like Harmony. You know,
very true. Yeah,
that good that it's like nobody could be her. You know what I'm saying? Like she's got
one.
Not one. But yeah. I got a lot of female DJs and little, you know, curators. After that backseat, I had people doing makeup to my little song. I knew the females was gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? Top drop, driving with the song. So those little things like motivate me and make me smile. Like they're forever. I saved those videos and shit, like to go back. Cause yo, you in here at night, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you trying to put together a beat, you know what I'm saying? It's Friday night, you know, you could be doing other shit, you know what I'm saying? Like out, you know, I live in Los Angeles. There's a lot of like nightlife stuff you could do. But I'd rather choose to do this, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even a sacrifice. It's just I'm just in a mode like I've been doing it for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just normal. Like, I don't even look at it like I'm jealous of the people on the internet. It's just what I do. And then there's a time where I work too hard, then I got to take a break. You know what I'm saying? And rest up for a week around my work schedule, you know?
Cool. Yeah, man. I definitely love, you know, the fact that not just the networking, but the respect that you continue to get from others with your work and your ability, because you are diverse with your production, your ability to provide with any artist that's out there that works with you.
Right. Yeah, that I like that. Like Phil and Rich was like, yo, can you do something with this? He sent me the Color Me Bad joint, right? Like, nah, I could get something like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wanted like 21 Savage type beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, slow up. It's got to have more bass on it. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I just like producing with him because he'll challenge me on like how to make a certain type of beat from where he's from, Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, but I'll mix my little swag on it too. And he likes it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I like those little challenges. Like Backseat, I knew it had to be no drum. I knew it had to have a vocal in it. You know what I'm saying? For them to both like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, I know it had to have some drums, but it had to do a certain thing in there. You know, it was just, it's fun to do that. I like to challenge myself like with that type of stuff, you know.
That's good. Yep. Once again, BhramaBull, I appreciate you taking the time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro.
You have a lot of music that I'm definitely looking forward to. But for those that are listening, go check out Bird's Eye View that's out right now. Rona 9, all of his previous work. You know, I put up the link for the Bandcamp once again and the link tree. Definitely go out, check out his work.
Thank you, bro. And let me know. You get my email blast, right? You get the exclusive stuff?
I don't think so.
Not on the email blast? You got to send me the email address.
Yeah, I'll email you back again.
All right, for sure. Yeah, I send out an email blast every time. Like, that's how I be getting on the shows and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad as hell I ain't got you in there. I'm thinking you getting it. All right. Well, I'm going to add you to this next one. And, you know, big shout to you, man. Thanks for taking the time to rock with me and researching all my stuff. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, bro.
I appreciate you and your music. And before you go, definitely, you know, let the people know where they can reach out to you and any shout outs.
All right. Shout out everybody doing media lately. Like, I think the podcast wave, interview wave, you know, people went to school for journalists, but yo, it's just raising the value of what you did on the podcast. So I don't think this John is going nowhere, you know? So shout to y'all for taking the time to like interview people and bringing up stories and asking questions, because that's a lot of work too, you know? And big shout to everybody. I got a couple more interviews lined up, but everybody that streams my music and just supports and likes, for sure, I appreciate you. And shout to, you know, Gravity Entertainment, helping me with my artwork, Forte Digital, helping me with my visuals, and just everybody that supports my wave. And, you know, BhramaBull, it's everywhere like that, but it's BhramaBull. Remember, not BRH.
There you
not
go.
BRAMA. No. BHRAMA. Bull. I appreciate all y'all, man. A big shout out to HHDG, man.
Respect, man.
Back again.
And on behalf of our whole HHDG Media crew and company, we're going to say peace.